What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be running over binary options trading plus binary options trading scam, and this will be supported with and by evidence and experience that I've gained in the past 5 weeks of starting trading with binary options. Now this is not just a regular review that I normally do on products, other sort of services or things like that. This is sort of, we would consider this as an educational review, more sort of a guideline based on the experience that I've gained, in the past 5 weeks. Alongside with my research, the research was based, online, speaking to, responsible authorities, and also meeting people in person and gaining experience and their feedback, and as well as that, the actual experience that I gained from trading binary options, which resulted in a scam. And the reason being for that was because obviously something came across to me which sounded really good, and I just wanted to take the risk, take a shot at it, and see if it would actually work in my benefit. In return, it actually backfired, and that is why I'm here. It was a good learning curve. I've learned a lot from it, and I just want to share my experience, my knowledge on this with you guys, and possibly to help avoid you from falling for this sort of trap, and losing your money as well. Maybe some people don't actually have a lot to lose, and they would like to invest carefully and take this sort of guidance from somebody who's actually experienced a loss. For me, as I said, it was a learning curve, so it was okay for me to lose this money this time around, but I've learned a lot from it, and hence why I'm here today, sharing the experience with yourself. So I'm going to show you guys the accounts for the two signal providers, who obviously claim that they're experts in this field, and they're actually working, for the clients rather than the broker. But it is, of course, it is all a false claim. It is a way to entice clients into, signing up with them. And this is just sort of a guidance on how you would judge, a signal provider to come across as a scam artist, somebody who's just trying to enroll you in for their benefit, not for your benefit, and for the benefit of the broker, so that they can get a percentage cut. Now these guys are affiliates of the broker, so they benefit from clients signing up to the broker with X amount of deposit, which they normally encourage between 250 to 500. The higher you put in, the bigger cut they get from it. When you lose is when they benefit from it. They have to make sure you win in order to keep you going. So there'll be times where you're winning, but then all of a sudden you're going to lose, so which will either result in a complete entire loss, or you're going back and forth with with gains and loss. So for example, you gained about 20 pounds profit. The next time you trade, you lose that 20 pounds plus maybe another 10-15 pounds of your deposit. So you then want to remain in the game because you want to actually gain that back. So you're then going to go, okay, he's going to provide me signals tomorrow, I'm going to trade again, and hoping to make that money back, what was lost. Eventually you end up losing everything. So there's never a gain in this game. So if there is never a gain if you're working with some scam artists. For instance, this guy here, Trade Like Ross, and then this guy here, Joe Trade. Now they work together. This guy is the one who generates signals, and this is the guy who provides the signals to the clients. So he then goes out and he messages on WhatsApp, similar to what's here. How to know, how to judge them that they're scams? It's first by the name. Anytime you see Trade Like or Trade With, those are definitely scam artists, and they work for the benefit of the broker, not the client. So remember that. That's the first instance to understand that they're how to judge if they're scam artists or not. The second thing is to note for the number of followers. So there is a way to purchase followers, and that's how they purchase their followers. So in reality, they don't even have more than, I would say, more than 50 people. As people come, they realize they leave. So the newcomers come, the list builds up to 50 is probably exaggerating it. I would say 30 people, no more than 30 people they have. But they're claiming they got 13.6k followers. You're telling me this guy is sending signals to 13.k followers, and every time he's receiving positive feedback, such as this video here. Every time somebody makes a win, of course they reply back to him to confirm that they've made X amount of profit. But what happens is, anytime, for instance, every time I've lost, I've messaged him back, and he's never put any losses or any complaints from anyone where they've lost. So as I said, the trick is he has to make sure you win some and you lose some, and he will only ever make a video and post it here on Instagram for attraction purposes is when he does the winning and people actually make the profit, and then instantly let him know, yes mate, yes I made profit, blah blah blah. Just a whole lot of bullshit. This is a whole lot of scam. Don't go by watching videos like this, and it's just a whole way to it's a way to market himself. It's a way to sell his service. He's taking a picture of this random lounger. He's trying to show you that, look, mad home cinema. This doesn't even look like the guy's. It doesn't even look like the guy's house. He's just taking pictures from random places and putting it here. And he never even gives you the option to comment. So comment is actually disabled. Same here, you can't comment on it, so nobody can say that, hey, what about my loss? You haven't put that up. Same here, he's taking random pictures at a hotel somewhere in London, and he's trying to show he's enjoying the high life, the view here, looking over the London Bridge. That you can actually you can enjoy this sort of life. But he's making this from your losses. Remember, he's enjoying this life because of you losing. Fair enough, he's giving you some wins, but he has to make sure you lose some as well. Remember that, because the broker needs to benefit from your loss, and he benefits from that too. But he needs to keep the services running. So in order, he has to actually provide some winning trades. Even here, he's posted giving a free trial. So he's hoping that he gives you the free trial, in return you make enough profit so you can start paying the monthly fee. The monthly fee is £50. You're telling me this guy is after earning £50 profit from you, when he can actually make, if he was legit, he can make £50 profit in 1 minute of trade, 60-second trade. He can make £50. Why would he be interested in providing you signals for the whole entire month for the cost of just £50? That itself says it all. Next up, random pictures here. He's got this MacBook. He's just random. We don't know where this guy is. We don't know what the guy looks like, where he is, whose picture it is. There's no verification here. There's no authentication. You can't tell this is him. Random jacuzzi somewhere. It's just pictures of food and stuff, a sort of attraction. Anytime you see things as this, none of this is real. You're not going to gain this. I'm telling you that now from experience. You're telling me he's got a picture up here of somebody saying that they've made 3,500 this month. Thank you so much. So I have lost £500 in the space of 5 weeks. This person has actually made on a trial 3,500. That itself tells you this guy's using people to leave fake feedback, and it's a giveaway in the question itself. He's asking how much profit have you made in the month of trial. This person is replying back saying, I've made over 3,500 this month, thank you so much. Can I send you the money for friends and family like I did last month? So why is the question asking about trial, and this person is saying that they've already paid him last month, so they would like to send it the same way they paid him last time? That itself there is a scam by itself. There's no option to leave a comment, so you can't come back to him saying that you've basically given this away in the question and the answer itself. So that's how I'm telling you, this is how to judge this guy. These people, these sort of people. He's showing you this AMG C63, trying to show you that, look, he's actually made this kind of money to have this type of car. Yes, he has. but he's made that money from your loss. Remember, he only ever puts up, if anybody made a profit, he only ever puts that up. Just the profits. He never puts any losses. You know, if anybody's complaining, if anybody's asking him a question, arguing, he's giving away, you know, he's made a video on Rolex, one Rolex here, one Rolex there. He's trying to, you know, he's trying to buy people into thinking that one day you'll be able to achieve this too. Which, if you trade with him, is not possible. I'm telling you that now. He's got random money going on here. This is all attraction. You know, it brings you into it. You believe it, especially if you're young and you know you have no means of making profit. You just want, you know, you just want to make a quick way. You want to find a quick source of making profit. This is not a quick source. I urge any of you to stay away from this. I'm telling you right now. This guy's not making anybody any profit. I'm going to show you further proof when we move on. There was actually something else that he posted some time ago. That's the guy himself over there. He always keeps his face away from the camera as well. That's another thing you need to understand. He never shows his face, so he's hiding. You with me? He's keeping his face away. He doesn't want to be identified, and he never ever posts these. Recently, he stopped posting them, and you can tell. There's a way to understand why this is a con. This is why this guy's scamming. The proof is right here. You have three thumbs up there to show that he's made profit. Looking down here, if you look at the expiration date, was back in 1970 at 12 a.m. You tell me everything expired at 12 a.m. in 1970. This was posted in June the 10th, 2017. Do you see this guy is actually giving this away, you know, in his own Instagram profile. He's giving away the scam by, you know, obviously messing up, you know, his screenshots. He's trying to fake it out. So here you can go and you know, see for yourself. You can see for yourself here that, you know, the guy is showing you a trade he done in 1970. This guy probably wasn't even born in 1970. And this BD Swiss app that, you know, he's using to trade on, or this trading has only come recently. Binary options never existed in 1970. So I don't know how he's gone all the way back to 1970 and he's won all four in a row. This is more than enough evidence for you guys to know that scam artists like this is something you need to stay away from. He's taking pictures of shops like this, Louis Vuitton, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to grab your attention that, look, one day you'll make this. All these sort of, you know, what do you call it? You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, pictures, videos of just things which are irrelevant, you know, he's just trying to, it's sort of like attention drawing. You with me? He's taking a picture of some random guy here at Rolex shop trying to show that he's trying to get it done. None of this is true, and that too solid evidence there just gave it away. You with me? I mean, there's nothing more that I need to show you guys here. I'll have the links of his profile in the link. You can, you know, see for yourself. The same applies to this guy here. As I told you, they're working together. So this guy is the one who's supposedly working on the signals. He's generating the signals, and then he tells him to, you know, send them across to all the clients. And this is the platform that, you know, I've been. He's asked me, he's recommended me to use, and from the platform, you know, you can easily see here my current balance. It stands at 0.07. So that's the balance which is left, and as current, you can see 27th of June. That is left from the £500 that I initially had in here. And if we come down, here's the expired positions. So this sort of tells you the trades that he's recommended that I do. So he asked, you know, he provided the signal yesterday, 3 signals which resulted in a loss, and I'll show you that on the WhatsApp messages. And basically the rate that he recommended, I did it on a rate even better than what he recommended, and it was still lost. See, so lost. There was a 1, just one 1 in the space of 4 losses, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can see how many wins are there and how many losses. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 trades, 1 win, and the remaining were all a loss. So you can see how much I've lost. And there's more further pages, but I think that's more than enough. Now, another thing, I'm going to have another link in the description as well. Make sure that, you know, you read this document here This is from, this is done by the National Fraud Intelligence Bureau, City of London Police, where it's sort of a guidance, or more sort of, a document, yeah, I would say, sort of like an alert, for those who are, probably new to trading, like myself, never traded before. We do not have any educational background on stock markets and things as that. This is really good guidance, and if you're actually with somebody and you actually lost your deposit or big sum of money, there is a link down here at the bottom where you can actually report it to actionfraudpolice.uk. So I'll have this in the description, and you'll be able to access it, and then you can read it further. You can read this to further understand these fraudsters. Up here, there's a very good explanation on what's going around with this sort of trading. So you can see here fraud. How does it work? So fraudsters are setting up a fake profile on popular social media websites. The fraudsters purport to be successful binary option traders and will often add photographs of themselves in exclusive locations such as high-class restaurants, or posing with luxury items and goods such as valuable cars, clothes, and watches in order to give the appearance of wealth and success, which is exactly what we're seeing here. You're seeing random images of houses and flats, or whatever they are. Him showing you the car that he's driving. People are actually falling for it. At this sort of time, he leaves the comment option enabled, so you can comment on it. His car, right? We don't know if it's his car, it's just a random picture of somebody's car. We don't know. None of this is true, but it relates all back to this here. The alert content, and how does it work? This is how they draw attention of youngsters like us, and it's where they try to con you and in losing your money, and believing that you're actually gonna make profit, but none of that is true. Remember, none of this is true. I would urge all of you to study this document carefully, and if you are working with somebody and you're affected by it, they've also included who was affected. So the victims here, these are the people who are the target age and things that are affected, and how you can prevent it and what actions you can take, which is this here. I've already reported these to people. I would urge you to report somebody else if you've come across them as well. Lastly, I'm going to show you the WhatsApp communication that I had with him. So this was done yesterday. I've actually blocked him. You can see can't send a message to block content, trade signals. After how he responded whenever I confronted him. So my confrontation was to do with me losing that whole deposit. So he's given us signals here, which you can see. He's saying that he tells you he's going to do a few trades soon, actually at 7 o'clock yesterday, and he then provided these three trades here, which are the exact ones that I did. Now the rates that he provided were really high, so I put them at better rates than what he even suggested. And as you can see, when he loses, he doesn't include this on his Instagram. He doesn't put ticks or crosses. All he says is not good results with them last three. So he's not even trying to tell you that they were all three were losses. He's just avoiding it overall, saying people. He's trying to blame people, that people are pestering for the evening trades. He's never done evening trades. The only reason he's done these trades is because in the morning he sent this one, he sent these three. He's actually sent 9 trades yesterday, so I'm just going to run you over. This is how he does it. So he sends you 3 trades in the morning at 7 o'clock, which 2 were losses, 1 was a win. Again, this guy is benefiting, the broker is benefiting. So those who did these 3 have actually lost. They have benefited, because let's say you put 25 here, 25 here, 25 here. One of them will return, and you lose the other 2. So you lost 50 quid here from the input, and this will never return you the 100%. So it returned about, let's say, 45 pounds. So you're still down by 5. So even you're getting your money back, but you've actually lost. You're down by 5. Then what he did, here's the catch. The catch is here. He done 3 more, which all resulted in a win. So you can see that he said 4 out of 6 this morning. We'll send a message if I do any more later. Blah blah blah. Next trades tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. ish. So he's saying that there are trades coming in the following morning, but then he said there are trades coming in now. So He's confirming at 4 o'clock that trades are going to come back tomorrow, whereas at 7 o'clock, he's obviously spoken to the broker. Oh, the broker has contacted him saying, what are you doing? You're making everybody win. We remember the deal that we have is to make sure that people do actually lose. So he's then gone ahead and done 3 more to make sure that everybody loses the profit that they made on those 3. So this is how he does it. This is the whole game behind it, the whole game plan. So he'll make you win some, he'll make you lose some, and if he makes you win all, then it's going to make sure that you lose all following. So 3 wins, 3 losses, but he hasn't put any X's here, like he did for the ticks there. He hasn't put any X's. And then whenever I confront him saying, bravo mate, I've now lost all my deposit, 500, he says, is that my fault? No, you've placed past numbers, bravo. This is the way he speaks to people. You with me? Once you confront him, this is how he speaks back to you. So that tells you he's not a professional trader to start off with. Second of all, he has no interest in you winning. His interest is in you losing, so you can benefit from that loss, with the broker benefiting from the loss. He's in the good books of the broker, and he gets his cut from the broker. Now, this is all that I have, to the evidence that I have, the actual people that I've traded with. So it's these people here, these 2. You never actually speak to this guy because he's the one who initially brings you into the game, and he's the one who's actually working on generating supposedly the trades that he's working on by studying these graphs or whatever, And then this is the guy who is the one messaging everyone. So it's him, Trade Like Ross, and he's the one that's messaging and letting you know that the signals are coming in and should place them now. And the game plan is to make sure that you win some, so you stay in the game, then you lose some to benefit the broker, and you keep going back and forth, back and forth. There's no actual profit gain in this. There's no actual profit gain. Nothing. I hope this has been as educational as possible. I have learned a valuable lesson from this. It was actually an experience, so I don't mind losing the amount that I invested. It was sort of an experience, to really find out who out there are professionally, trading, trying to help people out. But my guidance is, if you don't know anything about trading, don't just fall for these, do not be a victim of these sort of scammers here on Instagram, Facebook. You see these guys, posting all this fancy stuff. It's not real. A real trader will never be posting none of this stuff, and they're very rare to find. I will have another video on shortly coming out on auto trading, where the bots take place and how you should avoid that too. I will definitely have a video coming out on that soon. This video is probably gone nearly over an hour, up to an hour, so I'm just going to cut it off here. But should you have any questions, any suggestions, feel free to comment in the comment section below. I'll have all the links that I mentioned, links to their profiles, a link to the police guidance here, and also the broker, so you can check out the broker too. But this is a broker I will stay away from 100%. Stay away from this broker. And it's not just this broker, there are a number of other brokers. I would say 99% of these brokers are all scams. So you have to be very careful where you're investing. And my advice to take, if you don't know anything about trading, stay away from investing in this. You will not earn anything in return. And you cannot withdraw your money. And another term, their terms, one of their major terms, Beauty Switch, is that if you want to withdraw, you have to trade with all entire deposit before you withdraw it. So you have to carefully read the T&Cs on each broker's side. I hope this has been, explanatory. It has helped you a lot in learning a valuable lesson. And if possible, make sure to share the video across to family members, friends, just for them to also learn from this. Until next time, peace out.